Hi, this is Graham from Jenham's Astro. Now and again I receive a question about how to make the inverted image from an astronomical telescope flip to be the right way up. Particularly people want to know about this when they want to use an astroscope for terrestrial viewing, and they're trying to figure out whether the image will be right way up, left to right, etc, etc. So this video is designed to show the effects of things like star diagonals and erecting prisms on the image that you'll see either looking through the eyepiece or if you have a camera over the eyepiece, for example for digiscoping. And to do this, I've constructed this cunning target which I'm going to pin to a fence, and then we can see the effects of each optical configuration. Okay, so the first setup is this. So we've just got the eyepiece and the telescope. There is nothing in between it, no other device, and we're going to look at the image which we expect to be inverted. Okay, so after a little playing around, this is the view that you get. Pretty clear that the image is upside down, and as a result the left is on the right and the right is on the left. So this is the basic configuration looking through an astronomical telescope if you don't have any other optical elements. Now this can be fine if you've got a camera taking a photograph of the moon or a star. It really doesn't matter if the image is upside down. So and generally for astrophotography we don't put any extra lens elements between the camera and the objective in order to make sure we get as much of the light coming through to the camera or to the eye. So okay, this is the basic straight through configuration. Okay, so this is the second configuration. So this time we've put a star diagonal 90-degree prism here between the telescope and the eyepiece. Okay, so handheld this time. This is the star diagonal. You can see that the image is the right way up, but the left and the right are inverted. Now this is the standard use for astro, where you've got an object high in the sky and the 90-degree diagonal is saving you from getting a crick in your neck. But it's clearly not going to be too good for example, terrestrial viewing if you were using this for, say, archery practice, because you're going to get confused potentially about whether you need to move left or right. And finally, we're going to use a 45-degree erecting prism. This particular one is standard when you buy the C90, and the idea is to convert the scope from astro use into a spotting scope. So let's see the effect that it has. So this is why these devices are good for using astronomical telescopes for terrestrial viewing, because the image is exactly as you'd expect it to be. You wouldn't normally use one of these prisms for astro though, because you can get some optical effects when you're looking at point objects like stars that are not desirable. So really this is for daytime viewing. Other points to note is that going between these devices, they all introduce some extra optical light path between the objective and the eyepiece, and that results in some small changes in the magnification that you might be able to pick up if you compare the images for the three setups that we've used. So hopefully this has been useful. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the Jenham's Astro YouTube channel.